I have a bad habit of missing splits when I do PB restreams, and I really hope that doesn't happen, because this run had a number of gold splits in it. Now, let me see. Yeah, that was pretty much perfect timing. And right as it started, my boy Dawn. I cannot click that. Because as soon as you posted it, I started the thing. And I had the timing down as well. Remind me to click that afterwards, or maybe put it in a Discord or something. Oh dear. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Dawn. It's just Eurobeat? Alright. Great timing. Outstanding timing. Yeah, jungle one. Easy peasy. Only hard part is that bouncing on the head part of the enemies there. They're a little bit scary sometimes, because sometimes depending on how you do it, it just don't work. But yeah, there's a number of really stupid things about this run. In terms of, like, it's stupidly good in some places, and it's also, you know, there are some bad places. This PB is not perfect. I'm gonna say that now. It is definitely... I hope it's not my final run, but it's a much better time than I thought it was gonna be, given what the time ended up being. It energizes you. It's just how it works. I completely know what you're talking about. But yeah, I did this run like not even 2 hours ago. This time 2 hours ago, I think I was doing other offline attempts that didn't go as well, or that didn't get anywhere near close to finishing. I've gotten very well reacquainted with this game over the past like 4 or 5 days. I'm very pleased with my progress, though I'm very annoyed that every time I upload an IL time for, or even right before I upload one, I end up getting a PB in it, and then it's irrelevant. And I gotta fix it. Yeah, Dom? Oh, damn. What are you gonna suggest anyway? Keep forgetting. Well, hey, if I want to play Shenmue 3, I might have to get one, because as much as I prefer playing on PC, I ain't about that PC platform exclusivity stuff. Oh, Judgment! Oh, you see? I haven't been keeping up with Judgment. I know next to nothing about it, other than, you know... Oh, 5 days, damn. Yes, this run is the current record. And my previous PB was also, but... not many people run this game. I think 4 people in total have ran it, in terms of single segment. And one of them isn't on the leaderboards, unfortunately. Though the leaderboards are pretty bare bones. Oh damn, that was a gold. Was that one? I think that one was a gold in the original splits. Because I did reset my splits after I got the PB without saving them, so I gotta hope that I timed my splits properly here. You have my attention, though. Yeah, I should probably... Oh yeah, that bonk there, I was a bit worried about that. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I realized, oh wait, it doesn't waste any time because you have to wait for this little blue swing here. So bonking there did not waste any time. Super magnetic tulip jungle. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yeah, this World 1, this jungle has been so goddamn good. And to make it even better, or once again worse considering I just got all of the IL videos uploaded today, this was a PB. That right there, I believe, was an IL PB by like half a second. So that level there is probably going to be uploaded on its own as an IL. So I just can't catch a break. I keep beating my own goddamn times when I'm not trying to. It's a good problem to have. Right. So yeah, this fight goes mediocre, if I recall. Like, every level up until this point has been outstanding. But I believe this boss doesn't go too well. I think the RNG is pretty mediocre, and if I'm not mistaken, do I like miss one? Yeah, I don't get the first hit. Or I don't get 2 hits, I only get 1 hit there. You only need 3 hits though. I can't remember here. So does he go twice here? He does. Doesn't he go 3 times? He does. So ideally, I think you want him to do 3 attacks in total. That time he did, I think, 5 attacks in total, so not perfect RNG, but it was fine. And yeah, no, this does work out pretty well. That was a bit scary though, but take the death to speed up the death animation, and we're done. Not too bad, considering I got 2 extra attacks. You know, not perfect RNG. I don't think it's possible for him to only do 2 attacks, but not sure. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, crying baby of pink. Pedro Piranha. God damn. But yeah, no, as I was saying before, I started timing the run. Because I'm playing on Dreamcast, this does have like a 56 or so second advantage. I did time all the loading screens like to the frame, but I don't know if it was as accurate as it could have been. I could have made a mistake somewhere, but it was around like 56 seconds, I think. And then because I'm on Japanese, like minus 2 or 3 seconds off of that time gain because of the slower Japanese version of the level. Though it's understandable why they changed that, because it's a really precise and really stupid bit of design in the level where I'll explain it whenever it comes up, but it's really stupid. Because like if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you're like never gonna get past it. And the Japanese version of the game also doesn't give you 1-ups when you defeat bosses, it just gives you golden coins, 10 of which, or like golden token things, and 10 of those are a 1-up. So instead of getting like 10 or 15 1-ups from a boss like you do in English, you get like 2 1-ups. So the Japanese version is much more brutal because of that, at least casually. Star Shot, no. I have not heard of that. And there we are. Don't know why that was a gold split. It's a fairly straightforward level, but there you go. Right, now Ancient 2. In my last PB, the PB that this one is running up against, my 4614 that was done on emulator like a year and a half ago, on Ancient 2 I got a 107. I got perfect slot machine luck, and I got what I at the time considered like an unbeatable IL. or well, not unbeatable, but like stupidly hard to beat. And whenever I was doing the ILs the other day, I did beat it by like half a second, and it didn't take too long. But that's because I tried to like time it, because I took note of when exactly I hit these levers, levers. In my 107, and on my first time trying it, it just so happened to work, and then I beat it by like half a second, so I was pretty damn pleased with that I didn't have to spend like a week grinding this one level because this goddamn slot machine. As you can see there, that was bad luck. I didn't get double sevens at all throughout the whole thing, but that's honestly what I expect to happen. Damn. Windows 95 gaming. What a legend. But no, I've not heard of that. Oh, sorry, I have not. But yeah, so this level went fine. Like, as you can see, I'm already losing a bit of time, but I'm not bothered by it at all. Because I don't really expect to get double sevens. Getting them is super duper nice, but only 15 seconds. I'm surprised it wasn't a lot more than that. Ah, dearie me. Alright, Ancient 3. Yeah, this level does have a little bit of spaghetti in it, but it's very small spaghetti. Small serving. And it's funny, because for how much I hate Future 3, like, Future 3 I think is definitely still, after all this time, my least favorite level in the game. Like, it's also a 2D only stage, and yet this is, like, I like this stage. So, for a while I thought it was just because it was only 2D, but then I remember, oh no, Ancient 3 is kind of cool. Oh yeah, now that was weird. I tried so hard to get that, and ended up losing a little bit of time because of that. But I almost died, and at least I didn't. It was very close to being a death. Right, here's this jump coming up, the difference. This thing right here. You have to let go of that swingy to jump on that mummy enemy's head at the exact right moment so that you have the exact right combination of height and momentum going forward. If you've got too much... I forgot to split, fucking hell. If you have too much forward momentum, I'll fix that later. Then you just rub up against the wall and fall and die, and if you have not enough, you'll get the height, but you won't be able to reach the ledge. It's really, really stupid. Alright, I'll fix that in post. Also, this stage. This is the first bad stage in the run. Right here. That was a really easily avoidable and stupid mistake. But it happened. And then my dream of a deathless run disappeared there. Or at least an unintentional deathless run. No wait, that sounds weird. I can't think of the correct phrasing. A run without any unintentional deaths, because there are intentional deaths with the bosses. Skipping death animations. And then I missed this. Unfortunately, wasn't fast enough to catch that first one. Nowhere near it. Could have went for that, and I believe not doing so was a bad decision because I could have caught that, but now I gotta wait again. So yeah, this is not a good Ancient 4. Not a good Ancient 4 whatsoever. Definitely the first bad stage in the run. But yeah, as I said, I definitely don't think this is going to be my last PB, but, you know, speaking of deathless runs and whatever, oh, that was fucking scary as shit, because in ILs I've had that last bullet thing there push me off and kill me while I was jumping, and it has annoyed me. And just like that, we're a minute ahead. Even though, that's the thing, even though that was the first bad stage in the run, I think it was still better than how it went in my PB. So, yeah, I don't know. I think my standards for what a good run is must have gone up since I did my last Magnetic Neo stuff. Oh, this. Oh, this is going to be a doozy. Wait till you see this. This is an amazing mistake. Wait, what was I? I was trying to say something there and then I distracted myself. No, I think what I would like my overall goal with this category, with this game in general, I guess, to be is to, as I said, yeah, to get yeah, there we go. Fucking hell. I missed the goddamn hit, and that wastes like 15-20 seconds. I think that's the first time I've ever done that, ever, and it had to happen in this run anyway. Getting a run without any unintentional deaths, that's gonna be a fucking toughie, but I'd like for it to happen at some point, maybe. This run gave me hope though, because the spaghetti was very isolated. It was very concentrated into certain stages, whereas other times there are just streaks of really fucking good stages where I make like no mistakes. But yeah, this boss, like, back to back, Ancient 4 and Mr. Rubik's Cube, just, like, Ancient 4 I can understand, you know, having a little mess up here or there is fine, but messing this guy up, like, this guy is one of the, if not the most, in fact, I think he is, like, the most scripted fight in the whole run. I mean, I guess, Mecha Headley is the most scripted one. And there we go. That was butt. Da-ba-da-da. And hey, Sylvie. Oh dear. Alright, Cowboy time. Now, I never thought I'd see the day when I actually enjoy the Cowboy world more than Future, but after today I think I can safely say that I enjoy Cowboy more than Future, which I never thought would ever happen. Also good bonk. Gotta have those bonks. Right, Cowboy 1. This stage is very straightforward. There's one part I think where I almost fuck up. Like, I get dangerously close to making a very large mistake, but it does not happen. Just barely. Another bonk. Missed stakes? Are you kidding me? How do you even think of that level of pun on the fly, Dawn? Fucking hell. Here's the mistake, this. Or the almost. Like, I was at the very edge of that blue platform. I tell you, a couple of pixels, one way or the other, I could have been dead there. I tell you what. Yeah, there we go. Cowboy 1, not too bad. Oh, Cowboy 2. The longest stage in the game outside of Future 3, but Future 3 doesn't really count as a stage. That's more of an ordeal than a stage. Don't, please. God damn. Yeah, this stage is really long. It's outside of Future 3, it is the second longest. Although if you count bosses, the longest thing in the game is the final boss, but whatever. Technicalities. I'll say, I don't know, I still don't know why this stage is in Cowboy World. I guess because it's, I don't know. I feel like this stage was like too hard. They made it for jungle, but it was too long and too hard. So they just put it, well, I suppose that, yeah, they do have some of the Cowboy ruin and other aesthetics here, so maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I like this level. It is just a wee bit long though. What's my PB for this level? I think I have my IL times up over here. So that's 134. Yeah, there you go, bingo. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, to be fair, in World 1, there's a snow level. In the jungle world, there's just one of the levels is a snow level, and then the fourth one's a beach level, so... and Jungle 2 is... it's more like a swamp. In fact, now that I think about it, this whole game's baloney. That's a good strat there, by the way, just walking right past those guys. Not discovered by me, but... when I, like, it's surprising, there's like 2 other instances, I think, where you can do that. And that's a gold. Maybe more than 2. Let me think, there's 1 in Cowboy 4, and there's 1 in Future 2, I think it is. Mickey Mouse. Anyway, really, really good Cowboy 2. Like, outstanding. No mistakes. And here's another level that I'm not terribly fond of. But now that I'm not as shit at it, it's grown on me a wee bit. But... there we go. Gotta get the helmet. The perfect aesthetic. Exactly. Oh god. And here's break time. You just get to go on this for a wee bit. Even with this is not the longest level. Even with this, like that little break there, Cowboy 2 is still longer. And of course Future 3 is definitely longer. This part right there, that right there, that used to get me a lot. And then I realized, oh wait, if I just don't speed up there and just jump normally, it'll be fine. What do you know? Wow. For its original purpose. My god. Someone stop this man. And the time's just piling on up. Alright, Cowboy 4, I've done a lot with this level recently with the ILs, because I find some nice speedy strats. Unfortunately, they're not done here because they're very, very risky. But it only wastes like 10 seconds, I think, or so not to do them. Maybe less, actually. Probably less than that, but... it still goes much better than what it did in my PB. Since this pretty much goes perfectly. God damn it. God damn it. when am I gonna play Viva Pinata again? I should do that. Those are some good streams. I should run it again. But who knows when that will happen. I do not know. Oh! Co-op? Do elaborate, you have my interest, ho ho. Yes. That went well. That was solid. Really solid. Didn't spaghetti anything there, just really good. Really, really good. Really, oh my god, what? See, whenever I did the run, I didn't see the splits until I finished it, because I didn't want to, you know, spook myself, so I blocked my own view of the splits. That, oh my god. See, if I'd have saw that when I was doing the run, I'd have shot the bed, like, oh my god. Nah, Tokyo Jungle. I'll mess up that jump a little bit there. Alright, that sounds good. That could be good. Though, I might be starting a casual playthrough on stream at some point very, very soon. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, this boss right here, this is another thing that I put some work in on and found much better ways to deal with him. It's still not completely consistent. It can be a little bit finicky, but I definitely made it work. I did miss one of those there, but that's fine. This guy takes 7 hits in total. And so I got 3 hits there, and I think I get all 4 hits here and kill him, which is actually the optimal way to do it, because I think his sort of like laser Gatling gun attack is actually slower. And you end up seeing that instead of the bombs if you hit him 4 times. So that was like perfect. That was really good. That was really nice, and much better than anything I would have ever gotten before, as shown by the time gain. Well, maybe. Just maybe. But no, we mentioned it at the end of my Kiwami 2 playthrough. Gale of Darkness, Pokemon XD. I think I might be starting that soon. I think I'd like to. Oh, the funny. The funny letter combination. What the fuck was that voice? I don't fucking know what I was doing there. I was trying to make it something and then it just came out silly. Okay. Alright, here we are, boys. We're in the future. And the future sucks. Because this world, you know, I used to think Cowboy was worse than it. I don't know about that anymore. Future 1 and 2 are fine, I guess. We'll get into the spaghetti of the last 2 levels when we get there. We just say XD. I can see it now. Just no conversation happening at all. One person sending an XD, other responds with XD, and then the next message is like a week later, completely unrelated. Beautiful. A fun timeline. Oh dear, that's great. Yeah, Future 1, not too shabby, not a bad level. Really solid. Well, let's see what time I get here. Oh. That's a 111. Oh, for fuck's sake. That would have been a gold. That was a gold split as well. God damn it. As soon as it happened, I realized That's 2 missed splits. Just used XD. Oh dear. I see. Now, feature 2, I do have a new strat here actually. That's coming right up. There's a red lever thing here. I realized that by jumping on it, it was much faster to do things like that than to take the swirlies around. And also, whenever you take the swirly things there's a chance if you mess something up you could pick up the ID card, I think, and that's never a good thing. I think the only ID card that I pick up in this run is the one in Jungle 3, and that's because it's literally unavoidable. I've been trying to find ways to avoid it, but no cigar. I better not miss any more splits, I'm mad. I did not want to miss 2 splits like that. Nah, I played it really safe here. I think I could have went for that, but no, I played it safe. My goodness, almost 5 minutes. I sure hope nothing goes wrong in this next level, my favorite in the whole game. I bunked. That's a good start. It's a good omen. This gives the ID card. Now, the problem with the ID card, it's like you're on like this ice ramp that you're being launched off of, and it's kind of like a scripted sequence. And you pick up the ID card while you're in that sequence. I don't know why, it's the only time the game ever does it. It's really stupid. Right. You know, hate's a strong word, but I really hate this level. I mean, I don't know, I don't hate it, but fuck me, this level, it's slow and tedious, and fighting these guys is annoying. And going fast in it is really annoying because there's so many annoying cycles, and like, look at this, right? Like that was my own fault because I was too gung-ho about grabbing the thing. But like that's a small mistake. If that was the only thing, I wouldn't care. Like that's like oh tee-hee, silly me. I did a silly thing, but no. That was only the beginning. Don't get excited, boys. Yes, that was an XD mistake. That was the dictionary definition of an XD mistake. Now, that's also, like, now, if I do say so myself, that was also an XD mistake. Once again, it's like, okay, I'm making little mistakes, and I'm wasting time, but, I mean, you know, things could be going worse. As we will soon see. Now, the fights didn't give me much, well, those fights didn't give me much trouble. So here I was like, oh no, these lasers are not on a cycle that I'm used to, so I'm just gonna wing it and see if I can make this work. And for some reason, I think I should have waited there. Yeah, that laser was about to go off too. If I had just waited there, I could have made it. But instead, we have to go all the way back here. Look at that beautiful slow-mo. I don't know why that happens. Oh, and luckily, it doesn't make me redo the fight. I'm not sure. I feel like that might be another difference. I could have sworn that on the English version, if you died and went back to that checkpoint, you had to redo the fight, but that might just be me misremembering because it's been a while. I doubt it, honestly. So right, some pretty big mistakes. Another stupid-ass mistake that I just hit a checkpoint. So, if I ended it like this, and made no more mistakes, I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty bad, but, you know, whatever, like, it could be worse. You know, like, yeah, it's Feature 3, like, what did I expect? But then, I use my red magnet on the blue boy instead of my blue magnet. For no reason other than I goofed. And we're back here. So, oops is all a fucking round. Like, this stage, like, it's funny because this stage and Future 4, like this stage and its successor, are the ones I have put the most time into over the past, like, 24 hours because of redoing their ILs. And the IL strats are different because they have, you know, there's more risky stuff in it and all that. But even so, that was terrible. That's by far the worst stage in the run so far. And at this point, as I said, you know, during the run, I didn't see my splits. At this point, I knew, like, I could still easily PB, but I did not think that I was still, like, 3.5 minutes ahead. I did not think that. Once again, the, like, 46, more like 44 considering Ancient 3, like, well, whatever, the, like, 43 to 46 second advantage that console has over emulator does matter, but even with that advantage, this is still crazy far ahead from what I would expect. And then there we go again. See, I don't dislike Future 4 that much, but like, it's like I'd take it over Future 3 any day, but this part is bad. Like, this part is really annoying. I really do not like this part. It's really finicky, the jumps can be very strange, the cycles of the platforms make it more stressful than it needs to be and make it harder to go fast. And here, you're about to see something that is entirely my fault. Now, what happened there is I'm so not used to doing that the normal way that I forgot that you're supposed to spam blue magnet there to keep yourself from dying. So, because I haven't done that the normal way in so long, I died and lost even more time. So yeah, if it's not abundantly clear, most of my... Yeah, see, there we go, now I'm spamming it and then I actually get the thing. But yeah, like, my mistakes in this run really come from... Like, Ancient 4 was... Ancient Boss was a hilariously avoidable mistake. And everything after that was really, really good, pretty much, up until now. Futures 3 and 4 were terrible. Now, that was only like 6 seconds lost from my PB, but that's because my PB's Future 4 wasn't good either, also another good bonk. At this point I was just... Oh, another bonk. At this point I was just feeling like poop. I just wanted to finish the run, and, you know, I thought at this point that if I did finish the run and if I got, you know, a good final 2 bosses, that it probably wouldn't be worth restreaming. But it was. It was, because I had no idea how far ahead I still was. That was a bit of a scary shot there. I think I almost missed it. It was a bit too uncentered, but it worked. Yeah, this guy's... He might actually be my favorite boss, because he is pretty straightforward. Some of his attacks are a wee bit finicky, but he's one of the most straightforward ones. Now, I suppose the ancient boss is even more straightforward, but it just makes it that much more annoying that I messed it up. Super long death animation, so as always, we take the death. And here we go. This final boss fight is very interesting, I will say that. Something very unexpected happens in this. Because here's the thing, like, this boss requires 8 hits to kill, and once you get 6 hits, it starts only giving you 1 hit after every round of attacks. And so I thought to myself, well, if we only did 1 hit earlier when we had the option to do 2, if that place's attack pattern was faster than the one when they only, like, it's a bit weird to explain. I'm just gonna see that I miss that attack, and I'm like, oh no, please don't do this. But it was actually a good thing, because these laser attacks that the boss starts off with are faster to sit through, apparently, than the attacks towards the end, which are a mixture of lasers and I-beams, I believe. So that surprised me, because it's something that I've been meaning to test, but I ended up stumbling into the answer by messing up that first hit in this run. Oriente. I don't know why he says that. I do kind of miss the English voices, you know, magnificent. But this is good too. Oriente. And I think she's saying marvelous there. Yeah, that attack there, apparently that's slower or something? Maybe it has something to do specifically with the order in which I messed the hits up, I really don't know. But the result of this is an IL PB for this fight. So I just put up a video, like my IL video for this fight earlier today. I'm probably just gonna delete it and put this up separately. And there we go. In the run, it was like a 42:25.86, so that's pretty much on point. So, I did miss 2 splits unfortunately, but I can fix that. Probably not gonna fix them now, I'll fix them after the stream, I guess. But I believe Feature 1 was a gold split. So, oh yeah, and look at my sum of best, by the way. It's sub 40 minutes, which is crazy. That's definitely not happening, because that's like a perfect run. But that is a much larger PB than I anticipated, but like, I did not expect to get that. Because, as I said, my goal for this game overall, I think, is a deathless run. Or a run without any unintentional deaths. But at the moment, as like an improvement, like my first console PB, I wanted like sub 43, and I definitely got it, and I really did not expect that run to be it. I really did not. So, only like under 1 minute of that was the console advantage. Under 1 minute of it, so that's still like at least like a 2.5 minute PB from a performance standpoint, and it still had so much stupid shit in it. I mean, to be fair, lots of it went really, really well. And oh by the way, that in game time, 40:41 in game time, sub 40 in game time. I really want to see that. Oh.
And でなんだまだまだじゃ
Thank you for that. You know, I wonder if that little cutscene there changes if you get all of those little gyroid guys, little burial boys. Burial boys. Jesus. That's a morbid way to... Never mind. Right. So, that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very pleased with that PB. I'm incredibly pleased with it. I didn't want it to just... I didn't want to drop it, so, like, after just getting one PB, but honestly, like, that's a really good time, and I really don't like what happened in Futures 3 and 4. Like, I could handle the stupid shit at the end of Ancient. The future stuff was really, really annoying, but, I'm good with that for now. I think I would rather move on from it now, and, maybe do that casual Gale of Darkness playthrough in like a day or two. But no, I think that's it for now. I definitely want to go back to it. Definitely do. To get that, run without any unintentional deaths. But until then, I think I'm gonna let it sit at that. Because that's a solid time. Like, some stupid shit in there for sure, but I mean, it's a lot better than my previous PB. And I finally got a console PB as well, so I am a very, very happy boy.